The monsoon session of Parliament kicks off today. It's going to be a 24-day-long session with the opposition making it clear that they want answers from the government in Parliament on a slew of issues, including the Agneepath scheme, rising inflation. As far as the government is concerned, they'll be tabling 32 bills in the 24-day Parliament session. The opposition has already complained, saying they haven't been given details about all the bills that will be tabled in Parliament. CPI Rajya Sabha MP Binoy Vishwam has given a suspension of business notice in Rajya Sabha over the Agneepath scheme and has demanded a discussion over this. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Pralhad Joshi said that all the bills will be discussed in Parliament before voting. Mallikarjun Kharge said the government is just about ready at 14 bills, but plans to push through with 32 without any sort of discussion with the opposition. Besides that, the opposition parties have a 13-point attack against the government. Issues like surging inflation, rise in fuel prices, unemployment, the Agneepath scheme, all of that will be brought up. Some of the bills that will be tabled in this session are the Press and Registration of Periodicals Bill, Forest Conservation Amendment Bill, the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Bill, Mines and Mineral Development and Regulation Amendment Bill, the Cantonment Bill, to name a few. So it's expected, of course, that the opposition is going to be bringing up a number of issues that has triggered a political controversy in the last many weeks across the country. Leading the attack will be, of course, on a number of issues, but the main one right now, it looks like it will be the Agneepath scheme, as already notices have been issued by the left, by the CPI and Congress on this. Maushmi Singh is joining us live with more details on this. Maushmi, good morning. The notices, the adjournment notices, the suspension of business notices have already started pouring in from the opposition.
Absolutely, Akshita. We just discussed a while ago how the Agneepath scheme could well be a point of contention and conflict between the government and the opposition benches, because the opposition is demanding a discussion, and while the centre feels that this is an issue of national security and they do not want to discuss the contours of defence preparedness as far as the scheme is concerned in the Parliament, and that's one reason that could well be a point where we could see several disruptions in the House. This is the first day, and we see already the left and the Congress have issued notices of adjournment. So we'll have to wait and see how that really unfolds. But along with the entire string of notices that are being issued, also at 10 a.m. Is the time when actually voting for the presidential elections would actually roll on till 5 p.m. So there are many parties who have said that they would have also issued notices on the same issue, but are waiting for the presidential elections to get over to issue a notice tomorrow. So perhaps business will be in full swing from tomorrow onwards, and if you see lesser opposition parties issuing notices, that's more to do with the focus today on the presidential elections.
Okay, so we're going to be tracking all that plays out in the monsoon session. But Maushmi, stay on with me. You did mention the presidential election as well. Let's get our viewers all the details of what's expected on that front as well.